Hi, hello everybody.
Hi, Lauren.
Well, hi. Um, oh, I didn't. It was hard for me to decide whether I would speak or not, but I really have to. I really have to because I don't have nobody to talk to about everything like everybody else here. But still, it's hard to find information. I don't want to sound like that I am. That I mean that. I am like something special, but when in advanced levels, then there is really no information I can get. And I have experienced now twice, no, three times, but the second time was really this unity, oneness, and it was it was like it was crazy. It's really crazy. It's far out stuff, really. And uh, I cannot. It was like 2 weeks ago, and I still didn't integrate it. I don't know, and I suffer a lot because I don't understand. Because when you experience this and when you are there, then you cannot describe it. But why does it hurt so much? Because devotion now hurts. It really hurts. The love is so big that it hurts, and I suffer, and I don't understand why. I suffer because I came back, because I saw this world in a much more aware state, or because you are pure consciousness, like 1,000%, not 100. And you come back, and then I really struggle. Now I really suffer. I didn't suffer before. It was easy, but now I came as high as you can. They say, okay, you can go higher still, but and now I suffer more than ever, and I don't understand how is this possible, because it's really hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is something that even those who have a near-death experience sometimes report, right? They have an experience of total freedom from the body, peace, oneness. Sometimes they report, going to heaven and whatnot and all this sort of thing. And then they're resuscitated, right? Somebody in the hospital or whatever it is, brings them back to life, and they are like, oh man, I'm back here. Oh no, right? Um, so that's an experience, and we can have that even without a near-death experience. We can have these fleeting experiences of extremely blissful states of oneness and transcendental experiences and expansions of consciousness, but then we're brought back into the body. So one way that we can make peace with this is to grieve. Grieve. This is fine. The feelings that you're having are valid, right? To grieve, to feel the tightness of this body, the weight of this body, of the world, of life, of responsibilities, of separation, to feel all of that fully. This is valid. This is valid. Um, Use the contrast of such an expanded state to make more sense of the contracted state, right? Now you have something to see it a little bit more clearly because you've had that experience of what oneness is. So this is some other perspective that we can take. Um, Also, one thing that helped me to make sense of that type of thing is to recognize our work was not to come into this life, into this body, and to incarnate here in order to figure out how to leave it. We didn't come here for that. We didn't come here into separation, into the world where we relate with other people to figure out how to go off in meditation into a state of oneness. That's not what we came here to do. Some yogis, perhaps, they go and they live in a cave and they go into those deep states and they stay there. That is an option, but for most of us, not really. But for us, you look at your life, you look at your themes, Lauren, I know you're here to do healing work. I know you have a family. It doesn't make sense for you to go off in meditation into a state of oneness. It doesn't make sense. So we
of
have to
course.
acknowledge I didn't come here for that. I came here for something else. So I'll put my focus there. When we leave the body, you can meditate, go into a deep state of samadhi, die consciously, and go into that oneness, and you don't have to come back here. Right? You don't have to. But for now, you have work to do, a mission, a purpose. So see if you can conceptualize what your overall work is here in this world. Those experiences you had are very valid and beautiful, and they show you what's possible. And even just a small taste can inform you for the rest of your life for how to proceed. But honor what's coming up here, the attachment, any grief, any confusion. It's all valid, right? Um, some people get really hooked as well. They get addicted. They have experiences like that on psychedelics. And they think that, the more that they do, the more they'll be able to get to those advanced states, and somehow they'll be able to hold it forever and ever. But we can't function in those states. Like
Of
we
course.
can't do anything, right? We can only just kind of sit with our mouth open and just say, "Oh my God, it's amazing." Like sometimes we can't even say, "Oh, this is amazing." And there's just nothing. We're just like we're kind of like, useless, right? So we have to come into this body. So I've had many states like that, but right now it's like, in a sense, there's nothing interesting happening here. I'm just sitting at my computer. It's very normal, right? So I hope that can
Do
help you
you,
a bit.
do you think it's possible then when you're there, you pick up the things from other people, from uh, how do you say, from consciousness of the whole, because I feel heavy, heavy. It's not mine. I don't feel this is mine. And do you think it's possible?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. To have our consciousness expand, go into a state of very openness, into a very open state, and to take on either some energy or the emotions or the pain of others. Sometimes it's the collective pain
Mm-hmm.
that we tap into. The universe
So,
sometimes will use us as a vessel to process pain, and it's not comfortable per se. Um, One way of looking at it is, on this process, we learn how to process our own pain, sit with it, be with it, don't fight it. It's an invaluable skill. Once we process all of our own pain and we kind of are clear, stable, at peace, the universe doesn't say, okay, you're done, no more. The universe says, okay, we have somebody who's trained, who knows how to do this. All right, now they start doing it for others. And that's kind of what happens. We become, that's the work of, like, in a sense, the bodhisattva. The bodhisattva wants to relieve suffering of all. And some of us are playing that role without exactly knowing. If you
mhm.
listen to the interview I have with Craig Holiday, towards the end, he describes that now part of his work is that he just sort of, I guess, goes into meditation and begins to just pick up pain from others and process it for them. And he says, "This is what God wants me to do," and that's what he does. So perhaps it's something that, similar to what you're experiencing. Um, Not easy. Um, so practice any and every form of self-care that you can during this time. And also ask and say, "Hey, take it easy on me right now. It's very intense. Take it easy. I'll get to service, but right now, let me just land a bit." And often the universe, God will accommodate you. Continue your relationship in that way and see what happens.